as the clown laughing. Guys, there we are. Now you guys can see me. Welcome, everybody. Cap Nation Live. Glad to be back. A lot of shit this morning, let me tell you. This don't work. That don't work. This wants an update. That needs an update. This requires an update. You can't do any of it until this one does an update, and then you can't go live until it's all done. So somehow, some way, we are here. Sorry about that. You guys can't hear me. Sorry for being late. I was actually on time trying to hit that live fucking button, and next thing you know, live stream wants to update. Then this wants to update. Then the computer wants to update. Then the soundboard is requiring an update. Everything requiring an update, and then we finally get live, and then there's no sound. So you guys should be able to hear me now. Welcome, everybody. Glad to be back. The poll is spinning. We're fucking winning, and ready for a good old time. Another sweep of the board yesterday. For my personal plays, doing what we do best. Sweeping up the trash, that's for sure. Blair, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays. Chad, if you're watching, sir, I see you jumped on board my personal plays late yesterday after they all went off. I'll be in touch here in a little bit for today's personal plays. Everybody else that jumped on board today as well. You guys are on in the nick of time. Joshua, good morning. Juan, good morning. Steven, good morning. Fast B, Raymond, Steven Sanchez, good morning. Thank you, Steven. Glad to be back. Glad to be back in the office. Glad to be back, in the swing of things. Yes and no, glad to be back. I can't lie. I'm always glad to be out of the office fishing. I'd rather much be fishing than here in the office. But nonetheless, I love what I do for a living. I love work, and I'm a workaholic. So it's always good to be back. There will be a members-only video coming out today. And because when I'm gone, I can't always produce the members-only content, there is going to be an absolute shit pile of members-only content being released today and tomorrow and the next day and the next day after that and the next day after that. So if you are not a YouTube exclusive member, you're probably going to want to be. Okay? You're probably going to want to be. This will probably be the week to join. If your name is not showing up in green, I'm not going to single you out, but I'm going to tell you this right now. You are flat out going to be missing out this week because the content is going to be absolutely awesome. So don't miss out, and we're going to have a good time. Live shows are back, and I can't wait. And, whoo! Let's have some fun, right? Give me 1 second, folks. Log into this here. NBA playoffs are finally here. And by the way, we've been absolutely racking up the NBA in the last couple of, last month or so, the tail end of the season. We may not be betting a lot of NBA, but man, when we bet, we bet. Cleaning up on the Warriors the other night, or the other day, and getting the job done. We gotta keep doing what we do. Peter, what's going on, sir? Joshua, good morning. Go Knicks, absolutely. Knicks have been a moneymaker for us. Ready to rock and roll this morning, let me tell you. Ready to rock and roll this morning. And let's make it a good time. Let's make it a good time. Major League Baseball today. NHL playoffs rolling. And games have been hot. Premium plays had a 7-1 weekend. Congrats to everybody on our premium plays. If your subscription, if you find out that you don't have access to premium plays, it means because your subscription expired. I do believe there was a lot of people that were getting premium plays longer than they should have due to the March Madness package, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So if you find out that, your premium plays have expired, well then it's very simple. You just go back to the website, you log back in, and you grab another package. A lot of people are going to find out personal plays are expiring as well, and it's time to renew for that. Same deal there. But you know what? We're going to keep the flame lit. It's all about cycles. It's all about the highs and the lows and making sure you're on board consistently. Because anybody can have a losing streak, but it's what you do after your losing streak that matters. You can lose for a week or 2 weeks in a row, but you can make it all back in just a couple days. And if you're not betting those couple of days, well, then you're shit out of luck. All right? Consistency is the key to being successful betting sports. If you are not consistent, you will not be successful betting sports, plain and simple. If you're one of my clients that's here today, gone tomorrow, then coming back in another week, you will probably be on the short end of the deal. Maybe you're betting too much. Maybe your bankroll's not big enough. Whatever the case may be, the twists, the turns, and all of that stuff require people to be consistent. And I preach that to everybody. Doesn't matter what package you're on. Consistency is the key to being successful in the sports betting world. That is a fact. All right, so while we jump into things, while I get everything up and running, we're going to take a look at some baseball because that's what we got going on today. There is a couple of NHL games today, which we've got to play on one of them for the NHL package. And we're going to make it a damn good time, by the way. We're going to make it a damn good time. Matter of fact, give me 1 second here. Because I'm in a mood. I'm in a good mood, by the way. I'm in a real good mood. Always back from vacation and sweeping the board. You know, I had that one little vacation where games weren't going so swell, but generally speaking, games when I'm gone are usually rock solid. People are like, hey, go on vacation again. Go on vacation again. 1 second, folks. Alrighty. Now, speaking of the NHL. Every year we do a package for just the playoffs. For everybody that's not on the NHL package, I know a lot of you guys are on the NHL package. So, it's normally $100 a week for the NHL. Okay? But I just put it up there because they were a little late getting the NHL up there. The rest of the NHL, the entire playoffs and Stanley Cup Finals, is only $50. That's what we always do once the playoffs come. So if you're not on the NHL, if you want to jump on board the NHL playoff package, it's only $50. Get you all the NHL games. Steven says you're usually on fire when you're on vacay. Yeah, absolutely. I had that one little hiccup where I wasn't, and unfortunately, that one sucked. But we definitely make it up, though. Johnny, no, what's going on, man? Thank you. Yeah, definitely. I'm doing good. Ready to rock and roll. Ready to smoke them again today. Smoke them if you got them, right? Alex, what's going on, brother? Brent, good morning, sir. Another day, another dollar. Just hanging out and ready to rock and roll this morning. Ready to do what we do best. And I've got some winners in my back pocket. And it's going to be time to put some more people on some winners. That's for sure. That's for sure. It's a light day as far as, American sports go. No NBA. We got 3 NHL games. I believe it's 3 NHL games if I remember correctly. 3 games. You've got the Capitals and the Bruins, the Predators and the Hurricanes, and the Blues and the Avalanche. Predators and Hurricanes, Blues and the Avs all starting their playoff series. Light day when it comes to baseball today. Not a monster board of games. Only 9 games today. Be a lot more tomorrow once some other teams come off their day off. A lot of stuff tomorrow. How can you see the other videos? Which videos? All of our videos? Just go to our YouTube channel. You're already here. Just click on the logo. If you're talking about members-only content, you'd have to be a member on YouTube to be able to see those. Speaking of members-only content, there's going to be a members-only video later on today, and it should be good. It should be good. There'll be a lot of members-only content today. We'll be making up the last week this week, that's for sure. We'll probably have a members-only live show later in the week, before the weekend, all of that good stuff as well. I'll have that. I'll be able to do a schedule a little bit later on today before I can make that final. But yeah, expect members-only content video coming out here in a little bit for later on today. Should be a good one, folks. All right, so we're going to jump right into it. We're going to take a look. First of all, the very first game on the board, the San Francisco Giants, Cincinnati Reds, going down at 6:40 Eastern time. I already put out a free play on this for you guys. If you want to know what this one is, you need to go watch our daily free play video. So I'm going to skip right over this game. We do have a play out on this game. And if you want to know what it is, you need to go watch that video. It's right on our YouTube channel, right on the front page of our website, cappersdirect.com, Twitter, all of that stuff. It's already out there. And when you're done with that, make sure you guys drop a comment. Some of you guys aren't even doing that. We've been selecting people at random for free packages. So make sure you drop a comment down below. Let us know what your best bet of the day is. If you win, we might just select you for a free, for a free package the following day. So you don't want to miss out on that one. I see a lot of you guys are. A lot of you guys have. But then there's a handful of you, quite a few of you that do not. So you might want to do that. You might just win yourself a free package. Glad to be back. Let's jump right into it. We're going to skip right over to the Mets and the Atlanta Braves game. Taking a look. And remember, full disclosure, a lean is just a lean. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily betting it. Doesn't necessarily mean I have any money on it. It means I might, or maybe I just like something but not enough to bet it. Obviously, I'm not going to give you all of our premium plays or my personal plays out in the live chat. Steven, you lost on the Preakness. Yeah, my guy did not put out anything on the Preakness, or else I would have gave it out to everybody for free, like I did the Derby with the Derby winner. So didn't do anything there. Keith, yeah, it was a good time. I mean, it's always, I wouldn't call it R&R. Fishing a fishing tournament is actually pretty demanding. It's nonstop, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, going to bed super late, so your lack of sleep, and then hardcore fishing and practicing for 7 or 8 days straight, which sound a lot of fun, but sometimes it's demanding, to say the least. And always, I never complain because I absolutely love it. Been doing it since I was a kid. So, absolutely love it. R&R would be like a trip to Hawaii, which is long overdue. Trip to Hawaii is long overdue, and hopefully soon there'll be a trip to Hawaii. But again, Mets and the Braves, we got Walker against good old Max going up against each other. Max coming up, not the best to start the season. Obviously, plagued by a few injuries as of late. He did have a quality 2 outings in his last 2 games, giving up just 2 hits and 1 run in his last outing against the Blue Jays. Pitched 6 complete innings. Before that, he made 5 complete innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. He had 6 strikeouts. He's got 10 strikeouts over the last 2 games. So the old Max Friday is coming back, unlike the Max that we saw in the beginning of the season that just got demoralized and demolished by not only the Nationals but the Marlins as well. So, and the Phillies, you can add that one in there because they kicked his ass too. So what to expect out of this one? I think we'll definitely see a competitive game out of the Braves, who are coming off their loss, their massive 10-9 loss. They bounced back at the very end of the game in the 9th inning to get within 1, which was good because we had the run line in that one. But the Mets were a team, if you guys remember, they had their little 7-game win streak. They're now 7-3. They lost 3 straight. Are the Mets reverting back to the Mets in the beginning of the season, or are they going to stay competitive and keep winning? That is the question you have to ask yourself. You've got the Braves 2 games under 500. You've got the Mets 2 games above 500 for the first time in a very long time. Can they hold it, guys? They've lost 3 straight. They were actually 18-13 before their 3-game snap, and they definitely look to break that skid against the Atlanta Braves in SunTrust Park. But I have a feeling the Braves bats, which have been cracking the ball, and we saw that yesterday, will definitely be on their game against Taijuan Walker and the Mets. I expect a good game out of this one. As far as this one goes, I do lean towards Atlanta. As far as the total goes, anything goes. If the bats are not cracking in the hitters' park, I can see this one possibly staying under. But again, it's the Braves, and they can put up a lot of runs in a heartbeat. So again, I'm going to steer clear of that one. But again, if I had to do anything on this one, a little early lean, a little early action would be on the Braves. As far as the Nationals and the Cubs, the next game at 7:40 Eastern time, we're going to roll through some of these. Some of these I won't be able to discuss, or just because we've got plays on it. For instance, this one we do have a premium play on the side, so we'll take a look at the total. All right, we'll take a look at the total with good old Johnny Lester, former Cubs, on the mound for the Nationals, going back in Chicago, where he was absolutely loved and adored. Going to be going up against Alzole, or however you pronounce this kid's name, who does not have a good record to start the season. However, the strikeout count is high. What does he pitch? He's pitched a total of 32 innings. He's got 36 strikeouts. Doesn't walk too many batters for 32 innings. Just 7 walks out of 32 innings. He's definitely the strikeout pitcher right here. Taking a look to see if the if the pitching prop is up just yet. Give me 1 second, folks. I want to see if the pitching prop is up for this one. For Alzole. Don't know if it's up just yet. Should be. All right, let's see. Strikeouts. It's probably sitting around 6. He's at 7 plus 114. 6 is minus 208. In order for him to get to 7, he's hit 7 2 out of the last 4 games. The other 2 times were at 6. You know, going up against the Nationals, you got to take a look at the Nationals and what they've been doing lately. You take a look at their last game against the Diamondbacks. They only had a total of 7 strikeouts through 9 innings. So, the Nationals are a team that definitely put the ball in play. If it was at 6, I would take it. 7, it's juiced a little high in my opinion. I'm going to steer clear of that prop. But if you guys could find it at 6 or more and you win, then I would definitely be interested in taking that one. But as far as that goes, I'm going to steer clear off of that prop. Even though it is enticing at plus money at 7, I still think best bet is to probably steer clear of it. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Crazy, first Monday back in the office, and phone's going crazy. All right, rolling down the list. We just keep rolling, and we keep rolling, and we keep rolling. White Sox and the Twins, we do have a play on this somewhere along the lines of this system play, so we're going to skip right over that one. And we'll talk about the total on this one with Keuchel on the mound against Happ. Between these two teams, both of them are capable to put up a shit ton of runs once they get to the bullpen. Other than that, I do lean towards the under in the White Sox and the Twins game. I do lean towards the under 9.5. It's minus 103. For the over, the under is minus $1.17. I do lean towards the under 9.5. But again, it's going to be the wild card. And again, it's full disclaimer. A lean is a lean. If I'm going to bet a lean, I'll be more than happy to let you guys know. But as of right now, give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Alrighty. So, just moving right along. Today's not going to be a super long show. We're just getting back in the swing of things. But we'll get back to the normal time and all of that stuff starting tomorrow. And excited for the NBA playoffs to start. So we're going to bounce around and hit a couple more of these games and put you guys on something good, obviously. And again, if your name is not in green, you are not a YouTube exclusive member. You are flat out going to miss out this week. YouTube exclusive members are going to be absolutely golden this week. If you're not a YouTube exclusive member, now is the time to hit the join now button right down below. You'll have access. Normally, it's up to 2 members videos a week, up to 2 members only live shows a week, but it's going to be more than that. All right, it's going to be more than that. There's a members only video coming out today for all YouTube exclusive members. Just posted in the comment section of the video. It's in the description or down below. You see the join now button. Click that join button or the dollar sign, whatever you see, and up to $14.99 a month. That's it, $14. $14.99 a month for our Cap Nation family membership, which gets you access to the most exclusive content. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. So make sure you guys don't miss any exclusive content that we put out this week, because it's going to be a lot. All right, jumping around, taking a look at a series that looks interesting in game number 1 of it, the Rockies and the Padres. Rockies with Gray on the mound, Darvish on the mound for the Padres. Padres, that line is moving. They were laying 200. It is now 220 in some spots. Bet Online has them at minus 208. A little bit of action there with a total over and under 6.5 runs in the pitcher's ballpark. However, the Padres have been known to put up some big runs in their own ballpark. Unlike, a game in Colorado that always sees 10 to 12 runs. As far as this one goes, with Darvish on the mound, Darvish has given up, with the exception of his opening day start, he's given up no more than 2 runs, but on average, 1, 2. And in his last outing against Colorado, in Colorado, he actually pitched 4 complete innings and did not give up a single run in. Actually, he was charged for a run in that game. It wasn't an earned run, but he was charged for a run. But he had 2 strikeouts in that game. Very off-tempo game for him. Taking a look at his strikeout prop, it's probably going to be 9, I'm going to imagine, and which would be too high for me to want to stay in at. If a Darvish's strikeout prop is anywhere at 8 or more, count me in. And it is, find out right now, scroll back up. Darvish at 9 minus $1.20. Now, he'll probably hit 9 strikeouts, but he's only got 10 over the last 2 games. So I'm going to steer clear of that one. He had a bad outing against Colorado. They just saw him in his last outing on the 12th, just 5 days ago. So going to steer clear of that one. Everybody, welcome, Rare Entertainment. Welcome to the Cap Nation membership side. You'll have access to today's members-only video. Welcome. Welcome to Air Fryer Nation. Welcome to Cap Nation. Speaking of Air Fryer Nation and Cap Nation, if you are part of the nation and you've got access to the Brinks truck, that Cap Nation's Brinks truck, we're going to be backing it up today. So spam the chat if you have it. Let's see it. Spam the chat if you got it. Flaunt it. Welcome, Mr. Rare Entertainment, or Mrs., whichever way we would call you on that one. So, strikeout prop, going to steer clear of that. Gray's strikeout prop sitting at 6 in this game here for good old John Gray. Take a look at John Gray. He's hit 6 or more in 4 of his last 5 outings. He had 6 and 5 2/3 innings against the Padres back on May 12th. Same pitching matchup that we had back on the 12th. We get today, Gray versus Darvish. So it should be another good one. Now, they do get to see him again. However, I'm going to lean on the side of pitcher here. And John Gray with 6 or more strikeouts at plus 100 even money, I do like. Going to put that up on that Vibe Interactive free play board, which is up and running. And by the way, the poll is spinning. So let's get this up on the board for you guys. There we go. We'll get it up on the board. It'll probably be all screwed up. This board, ever since we did that one update, it sucks. It's a pain in the ass now. Where's the plus? It's been a week since I had to use the board. And 6 plus means 6 or more. 6 or more. All right, 6 or more. Now, while I'm already on this page, I want to point this out to all of our new viewers and new members, all right? If you have never bet with Bet Online before, All right, if you've never opened up an account there, you've never had an account there, if you go to their website, but you need to go to our website first, and you click on this link, and you click on this link, and you read these instructions right here. All right? Read these instructions right there. Tells you exactly how to open up an account, and as long as you click on that link, you'll end up with 2 free days of either premium plays, which are red hot, going 7-1 over the weekend, or 2 days of my personal plays, which are red hot. We just went 3-0 again yesterday. Absolutely free, just by signing up and making a minimum deposit and all of that stuff. All that information is right there on our website, so don't miss out there, all right? Give me 1 second here. But yes, super simple. And it rewards you guys. Alrighty. So, moving right along. Right into the rest of today. What do we got as far as the rest of this game goes? The rest of this game, between the Rockies and the Padres, you know, Rockies, losers of 2 straight. They've won 3 out of their last 7 games. Padres have won 3 straight, 7-3. Second in the NL West. As far as this game goes, I do like the Padres here. They're minus 208. Obviously, I love them on the money line, but I can't see a lot of people taking them on the money line. I myself personally have no problem, taking them on the money line, laying 208. However, the minus 1.5 is actually plus money. It's plus $1.12. I think there's, some, quality action right there. Quality makes it enticing. But I can see Gray and Darvish going at it, and it will be towards the end of the game for the Padres, that 7th, 8th, 9th, or 7th or 8th inning, for them to bust it open and pull away, unless they have a big, couple innings in the beginning or big inning in the beginning of the game. But other than that, I do like the Padres here, laying the 1.5 on the run line or the money line minus 208 as well, which is, I don't mind laying juice. I don't mind laying 200. That's not a problem to me. Juice only matters if you lose. Ronald says, what's up, Sly Fox? Bro, you've been on fire. Happy to see you back in the barbershop. I'm skipping every barber waiting on your chair. LOL. Love it, brother. Love it. We're definitely going to keep the fire rolling, and got some good stuff planned for everybody as well. All right, so taking a look, we've got the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. Should be a good series there. Bumgarner going up against Walker Buehler. Diamondbacks coming in as the big dog here. Buehler and the Dodgers laying 200. It's actually minus 208 as of right now. Plus 190 on the money line for the Diamondbacks. They're plus 1.5, minus $1.19. Diamondbacks 18-23. Losers of 1 straight. They've won 3 out of the last 10 games. They're 3-7 in their last 10. Dodgers just 4 games above 500, losing 18 games so far this season. 5-5 in their last 10 games, coming off their loss to Miami, getting their butts kicked by Miami in LA. How embarrassing that one is. They nearly got the sweep. They beat them 9-6 and 7-0, and then they lost 3-2 for the season, or for the series sweep there. Buehler is scheduled to start. All right, 1-0 on the season as far as official record. Here we go, the strikeout king. What to expect out of this one? I'm going to say his strikeout prop, while I take a quick look, is probably at 9, which will probably have me lay off. It was at 8. It would entice me to take it. But anything more than 8 or needing more than 8, I'll steer clear of it. But I'm pretty positive it's going to be 9. Oh, Walker Buehler at 8. We're taking it, folks. Getting what we want. He's had 8 in his 4th straight games. Walker Buehler, guys, 8 or more is what we're going to do. Let me get that up on the board for you guys. Put it back up here somewhere. Jesus. It's only minus $1.14. We're going to push this line up. Oh, I screwed it up now. There we go. Some pitcher props for us on this beautiful and blessed Monday morning. Keith Davis is spinning and winning. Damn straight, brother. Damn straight. As far as the side of this game goes, for me personally, it's going to have to be a Dodgers or bust. Even though as shitty as they've been playing, it would have to be a Dodgers or bust, which means you either got to lay 208 or you could take them on the run line, minus 1.5, which is nearly even money at plus or at minus 101, is where I would be leaning towards early in this one. All right. I don't mind them at 208, kind of like the Padres, but again, minus 101 for the minus 1.5 on the run line is definitely enticing. As far as the total, going to steer clear of that one. And then in the final game up on the board, the final late game on the board, we get good old Mize and Kikuchi going at it, the Tigers and the Mariners. Tigers 12 games under 500, 14-26. You've got the Mariners who were hot at 21 and they're 21-20 now, but they've definitely petered off from where they were. Mize is scheduled to get the start for Detroit against Seattle today. And what to expect out of Casey Mize? 38 2/3 innings pitched, 27 strikeouts on the year, 16 walks, a lot of walks between these two pitchers. All right, I expect a lot of walks. I expect a lot of base runners to reach base. However, if they don't get timely manners or a hit in timely manners with runners in scoring position, then the score will stay low. I think we're going to have plenty of opportunities with runners on base to put notches up on that scoreboard. All right, I think we're going to have plenty of opportunities to put points up on the board in this game. As of right now, Seattle coming in as the home favorite, minus 176, plus 162 for the Detroit Tigers. Over and under set at a stingy 7.5 runs. Again, as far as this one, I think we're going to have Ronaldo, I'll touch on that here in a second. When you take a week off, things slow down. They don't know that you're live. They go elsewhere. The best are here, though. The best are here, let me tell you. And you guys are going to get rewarded today with 2 pitching prop wins and a big one coming up. Tigers, Mariners. As far as the side goes, I have to lean. I can't bet on the Tigers. I definitely cannot lean on the Tigers. I lean towards Seattle. However, as far as a free play goes, leaning on Seattle, I think they're minus 176 on the money line. But as far as the side or the total on this one, which is I think where the play needs to be, I see runs being scored. I think both pitchers are going to walk 3 to 4 batters apiece. I think both are going to have the hits necessary with a total of 7.5. I like the over in this one. It's not really a hitter's ballpark. We have that going against us in Seattle, but I think there'll be plenty of opportunities, enough to put 8 runs or more on the board. So as far as that one goes, it's going up on the board. Free play, Detroit, Seattle, over 7.5. I'm sure the board's all screwed up with this one, but we'll see. We'll see. Almost. And the juice on it, minus $1.14 for the over. So bet it before bet it before it goes to 8. I don't expect it to go to 8, but you never know. You never know. And again, if you're on my personal plays, we've been doing a lot of this lately, and we're going to do it again today. tell you, winning is fun. Winning is fun. And again, I'm going to throw this, reminder out there. I'm going to throw this reminder out there for you guys. In order to be successful betting sports, you have to be consistent. Consistency is the number one killer of everybody's bankroll. Oregon, it says 6+. That means 6 or more. And on Bet Online, you don't have an option to bet the under. Being consistent is the number one killer if you're not consistent in sports betting. If you're on my personal plays or anything that we put out, if you're not consistent, if you're here today, gone tomorrow, you're not going to be successful. If you're one of the people that are on my plays for a week, we go on a bad run and then you disappear and you want to come back on, you're not going to be successful. All right? You have to be able to stomach not only the highs, but the lows in order to be successful in this game. Plain and simple. It's the only way to be successful. It really is. Sadly, it's the only way to be successful. And it's 100% necessary. 100% necessary. Hey, Ronaldo, I'll give you a high five like there. We definitely have been dancing and sweeping the board, dancing with our brooms a lot lately, and we're going to do it again today. But here, I'll give you a couple more, all right? I'll even give you the big bro hug, all right? We're definitely been kicking ass and taking names, which I think we got a frozen screen all fixed. And here's the thing. I was on a bad trend. I was trending downwards. Games were not good. Games were not treating us well. And that happens in sports betting. You go through those cycles, the highs, the lows, but the winning always outweighs the losses. And if you can't consistently bet and stomach the losses, then you'll never be successful. Because I got news for you. I'm not 100%. I'm not perfect. Nobody ever is. But one thing that's certain is at the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, whenever that time comes, we will be successful because of what we're able to do. And you have to be able to ride out the streaks. And that if that means betting less, then you bet less. Yeah, Neverez, they've you can't do much when the players aren't playing, Unfortunately. So there's that one. I'll flash the board again for you guys. We'll get that board flashed for you guys again. Oops, that's not the board. There's the board. Because spinning is winning. John Gray, 6 or more strikeouts at plus 100. Walker Buehler at 8 or more strikeouts for the win at minus $1.14. Then Detroit, Seattle. You got the Tigers and the Mariners over 7.5 runs, minus $1.14. Lock them in. And again, there is an additional Major League Baseball free play in our daily free play video. And again, if you want to jump on board my personal plays, we are absolutely red hot. Premium plays are hot. We are hot, hot, hot. Get on board. All right, guys, short little show today, but I will be back tomorrow promptly at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 Pacific, and an additional for a live show tomorrow. And we will be going over, obviously, the NBA playoffs starting tomorrow. We get the Hornets and the Pacers, the Wizards, and the Celtics. We'll be going off of their games, taking a look at their games as well. So it's going to be a great time. All right, guys? Don't miss out. Also, remember, members-only content coming here in a little bit, so don't miss the members-only video. All right, guys? Good luck. Wager responsibly. Don't do anything stupid, and we'll see every